You have entered into a sacred world line collision, and the message for you is there is a huge ending, but it brings forth the emergence of a new path that you are forging for yourself. And really, it's the soul forging a path that I'm seeing is actually already designed. Okay, I'm seeing you may feel like you're kind of digging and forging a path right now, and you're being guided to do something externally, okay, in the physical realm. However, quantumly, this path already exists. Okay, there's something around on a quantum level. This is a path that you have already forged and that you have already walked down. And it's in you forging this path. I'm seeing an inspiration, or let's just say a ripple effect occurs throughout the cosmos where it inspires the collective to forge a new timeline. So, whatever is going on in your subjective journey, somehow it's impacting those around you, even if it's unseen, because Pisces energy is often unseen. I wasn't expecting the read to go here already, but this is about fate driven choices and soul aligned shifts that are happening for you right now. The North Node in Pisces does represent an intangible aspect within you that's guiding your life, and you being guided in ways that the mind doesn't fully understand, but the heart knows, the heart understands. And I'm hearing it kind of feels like a remembrance. It's like you remember. I'm seeing, for example, like a soul, okay? A soul who had the intention of discovering this golden nugget that was going to be deep in the ground, okay? And this was some divine event that they wanted to experience when it comes to their life on earth. So as you've manifested here as an earthling, you're approaching the scene, okay, that you had intended to experience. And you're getting closer to the scene, right? You're getting warmer. And you understand it because there's a feeling of familiarity. There's a feeling of, I've never been so at home with myself. I know myself now more than ever. And yeah. And what I'm seeing is you're approaching very, very close to the scene. And as you're digging, well, there's a moment of deja vu that occurs. And what is that? It's two separate streams of awareness that begin to collide. And it's a familiar feeling under maybe inaccurate circumstances or recollection, because things are slightly different. But it's unfolding nonetheless for you. But it feels like the memory of you reaching this point. Like, this is how you were going to remember your emergence. This is how you were going to remember this really more than moment of recalibration. This is how you were going to remember not just yourself, but the starting point, the point that would change it all. And it feels like this is going to be a point of reference for you. It's going to be this moment where there is a mark left in the historical timeline that you're always going to refer back to. Or I'm hearing that people are going to refer back to date. Okay, because I'm hearing like BC, right? Christ, like before Christ consciousness, the moment that the fractal of awareness became conscious of itself and it began to behave very, very differently when moving through this construct. So that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's so funny. Whatever it is, though, it's kind of your moment of not just awakening, but not just remembering either, but realigning. You know, it does feel like there's a reassessment period. And when you think about Neptune energy and this eclipse, and even Jupiter, you're expanding your vision, you're expanding your connection to the non-physical aspect of yourself. Neptune is the intangible part of the body. It's known as the ozone layer of the earth, right? It's the aura. And it feels like your aura is expanding in some way. it's like a time that you've reached within yourself. But yeah, some kind of new cycle. I'm going to take a look at the energy around you specifically during this time. But yeah, it's a deeper self-awareness that you have and moments of clarity that you're going to gain. Okay. Aurora Polaris, the magic. Magic is unfolding for you during this time, and you're unfolding into new versions of yourself, and that is magical. That's what it feels like. Let me go ahead and read Aurora Polaris for you. It's a cosmic event, and it's one that you can see with a naked eye. And I'm seeing you literally be an event. I don't know if a person could be an event, but it feels like that. It feels like this is the arrival of a new you, but I'm seeing like a departure and arrival point. Let's go ahead and read Aurora Polaris, right? The Aurora Polaris is a cosmic dance, and it also is a plasma being, right? So cosmic dance. Who wouldn't want to witness this? This is like you witnessing how your journey on earth really deeply shifts. I'm hearing it shifts to a very intimate space because of the connection you formed with yourself. It feels like you're meeting yourself on a new level. The Aurora Polaris is an event full of magic that happens in the night skies of various areas of the planet, where a light phenomenon full of color shades and luminescence appears in the sky, dancing in a stunning cosmic dance with gentle movements, pure natural beauty. In our lives, auroras generate sightliness, harmony, and fluidity of movements with positive magnetism. They remind us that no dream is impossible, nor any wish unachievable when you believe in the magic of the universe. They appear rarely at precise parts of the earth to remind us the joy of experiencing breathtaking moments. This is a breathtaking moment for you. I don't know what it is, but it does feel like the human condition is really lifting and you're looking at life through the lens of the soul, and this is like deeply connected to the Akashic records because we're talking about Pisces, which is 12th house. It's bringing the non-physical into the physical, and there is a new plethora of, I'm hearing the selection of timelines that you can choose to align yourself with. It feels very exciting, you know? It's like the moment in Step Brothers where they get really excited about kind of making this bunk bed. I don't know if anyone's seen that scene, but they're so excited and they're like, there's so much room for activities, you know? It feels like you're clearing your belief systems, fears that have been holding you back, and it's like there's so much room here to like play and create on Gaia, right? There's so much room to actually create anything that I desire, anything from my mind I can hold in my hand. The limits are endless, right? So trees, for example, teach us from another place. They're always there. It's not their duty to remind us of the magic of spontaneity, but instead to connect with the wisdom of our ancestors. Yet the auroras are a part of a cosmic masteries to teach us to connect with believing, right? This is your belief, Pisces energy. And I'm hearing your belief that will either hold you back, it will become something that you're bound by, okay? And that becomes your form of gravity and limitation, or it catapults you into unimaginable places. So it's a great moment when its musical notes vibrate and accompany the cosmic dance of color, peace, and well being. Allow yourself to move smoothly and open up to the immensity of dreams. Aurora Polaris' astonishing beauty, colors which dance in the sky endlessly, swirling shapes moving softly above to form 1,000 organic figures like the wind. This is positive magnetism tinting the sky, beating colors. It feels like something's coming to life, right? It literally feels like something is coming to life. It feels like you're animating a new experience for yourself to be able to play and create in, but it feels like a breath of life. It feels like you're being given the opportunity to breathe for the first time. And I'm literally seeing that, like your non-physical into the physical, right? We're talking about, I'm hearing a gestation period that you've gone through. It's the moment where the baby's umbilical cord is severed from the mother, yet they always remain interconnected they always remain interconnected, but you take the breath for the first time. It's a new kind of breath. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing it's almost like the umbilical cord is you believing. Okay, this is very interesting. That the connection is purely physical. But there's a paradox because it's like source's circumference is everywhere yet nowhere at the same time, and it's always encoded within you. Within the baby holds the cells of the mother and the ancestors. And at the nucleus of that cell is the DNA. It is the memory of you being an infinite creator in this existence. And the baby is only really able to create once it has the freedom and sovereignty to do so. It can't do that being tied to its fear. It cannot do that being tied to. Oh, I'm seeing like the belief, okay? It can't do that being tied to a belief that does not support what the intentions are for you to roam the earth and experience during this time. Because I'm hearing like, oh, you can go far, but don't go anywhere that I can't see you. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to think that's a little bit too crazy. But everything that awaits you in the unknown. And it's going to be places that you cannot currently look at, but you can foresee. And this feels like a destined moment for you where you're being called to make friends with the unknown. What is Pisces, right? It's the shadow. Pisces is the kind of invisible. It's the things that we don't see. It's actually the part sometimes in the chart, right, with Neptune that can kind of blind us. It is the moment where we do have to move through the fog and do this walk of trust, trusting ourselves, right? It's very, very interesting. Let's go and see what this is. It's very, very yeah, I'm hearing immaculate. Immaculate, which is something that is spotless. I'm hearing it's in spirit's perfectly imperfect plan. King of Swords and the Three of Swords. What are you releasing today mentally? This is someone that's made up their mind. They have mastery over their mind. They have mastery over their suit. Three of Swords is saying that something that was once kind of haunting your mind is something that you're gently clearing out right now. Maybe it's like a reinforced thought form. Okay, maybe it's the voice of fear. It's maybe a companion, okay, that has walked with you on your journey. Sun and Scorpio, Six of Cups, is showing that there's something that's being illuminated in regards to your psyche, which is the relationship of your non physical essence meeting the physical. It's where ether meets matter. And you're able to always tune in to that. I'm hearing sixth sense. Ether, time, and thought are the same. And this is about you seeing with a different kind of sense during this experience. Okay, you're seeing with a different kind of sense. Let's see what this is. What's this sense? Maybe you're seeing things clearly, right? Because this is someone's vision that can be clouded by emotion, by grief. And they're looking at life through a wounded lens. And the King of Swords reaches a point in time where he's mentally taking flight in a different direction. And the direction that he's moving in is only accessible to him as he discards and severs ties hastily with anything inside of him that's been holding him back. This is you moving beyond belief, and you're literally returning to a knowing. This is not even about belief, it's about a pure knowing. How uncanny that the eclipse comes out during the eclipse. Now, the eclipse talks about something that's been blocking or hiding your light. Quantum entanglement is about that light is guiding you through times of darkness. What is darkness? It's the unknown. Oh, the unknown. So scary, right? Um, so scary if you choose to see it as that. But when you realize that in order to get places that you haven't been before, you have to be willing to do things that you haven't done before, right? That comes with the unknown. You don't have a filing cabinet in your brain for what those experiences may hold for you, right? You can only go based off of your past, right? But yeah. Anyway, let's read Eclipse. This is so interesting. This came up on the eclipse, right? This message is intended for the eclipse in Pisces. Shadow to the light, one body covers the other totally or partially. The light from one celestial body is blocked by eclipsing a body, which causes it to be temporarily obscured due to the interposition done by the other. The word eclipse comes from the Greek word meaning disappearance and or decrease, okay? So it does feel like you're kind of disappearing and you're seeing your life on earth from a new magical lens. It does feel like a moment of disconnect from everything that has happened externally around you. And you know what's so beautiful with the Three of Swords energy? This is a point of alchemy. It actually is a point of transmutation. It's where you see that your pain was never a punishment, it was a point of empowerment. It was not designed to destroy you, it was designed to make you stronger. And it is almost like a spiritual form of athleticism where you do become greater. This is where you attune to the aspect of yourself that's untouched by time, unaffected by the trauma, by the hurt, by the pain that transpires in this material plane, right? So, the eclipse. Long ago, the Mayans described eclipses as a conflict between the sun and the moon, but that's not true. They said the eclipse can refer to a person or thing dulling another by appearing more important. Um, Simply said, something or someone could be obstructing your light, either totally or partially. It feels like a bittersweet moment. It could be you saying goodbye to an aspect of yourself or just places that you know are designed to be with an unhealed version of you. It's almost like a reality that manifests as a product of your environment and circumstances externally shaping you. And you're stepping into a time now where you're beginning to shape your reality on the terms of who you are now, not who you are. So, yeah, but the result of your questioning, we know that you are not being able to totally shine at your brightest. An eclipse is a temporary, fortunately, concealment of a celestial body by the interposition of another. Let's check who or what is blocking our light. To be able to return to a place where we can totally be visible and shine bright like a diamond. So, this is about the magic, right? This is about your magic as you remember yourself as a non-physical being, as you tune into that aspect of yourself, the part of you that's untouched by the events that have been orchestrated in your third dimensional experience, because that's your true self. Your true self has never taken anything personally. Um, and when your true self, which is your timeless consciousness, departs from this experience, it's not going to bring any of that with it anyway. You know, if you hold on to those entanglements, okay, or you become entangled with too many interactions within this matrix, that's what makes you earthbound. You know, it's at that point of death that the spirit, upon leaving the body, that state of implosion, right, the death of a star, the birth of a cell, you are not able to move light, which is truth, right, the true nature of this construct, through your body. And it really disrupts the way that you create in this realm. And there is just a strong energy of you stepping into literally becoming a sovereign creator during this time. It's I'm hearing this lifetime. What do you want to do with it? Let's zoom out a bit. This lifetime. I'm hearing something that could have felt like a main event for you is about to become, I'm hearing like a blimp. It's about to become a chapter in your story. It's about to become actually just a page in the book. You know, it's like we're here. Look at this. See all these pages? Yeah, this is One Lifetime. I remember that one. Huh, why was I so stressed about that? Okay. Now we have this. Okay, yeah, this is another lifetime. All right. Let the journey begin, right? It's like your journey has only just begun. It's like I'm hearing the journey begins when you remember who you are, and that changes the way that you move through this construct. It changes the choices that you make because you're able to guide your life consciously in your chosen direction. And it's like your heart is guiding you in that direction. Your heart is gently guiding you in your chosen direction right now. And it's like the journey is beginning. The simplicity, right? It's like you're returning back to more simple times, to those childlike times. Oh yeah, that thing I was stressing about. Look at that. Now we're Let's skip all the way here, right? Let's see. Quantum entanglement at the base, right? The illusion of separation from one lifetime to the next. And there is something around just completely shifting the frameworks in which you view this reality through. This is a very like cryptic message. I wasn't expecting this specifically on the full moon. Let's see what it is. What's blocking your light? Let's see. What's blocking your light eclipse? Who is blocking your light? Two cards. Solar Corona. This is so uncanny because this card is about the light that comes in thanks to an eclipse. And then we also have attraction, right? So this is something on a soul level that is attracted to you. And it's again, it's a cosmos. There is a cosmos within what may appear to be chaotic. This is so funny. And I have low battery as well. Oh my god, this is crazy. Hold on. Solar Corona. Let's read this. Two eclipses energy came out on the eclipse. You can't make this up. You cannot. Okay, Solar Corona. This is what I appreciate about the art of divination. You know, it's fun in the third dimension to just have like that reinforcement, like revelation, right? I'm not making this up. Look, I know you guys know I'm not, but the light that we can appreciate thanks to an eclipse. So this is like a point of view, right? It's like it's always changing your POV, right? Your point of view or point of reference when seeing your experience on Earth. It's like you're thinking about it differently now. Okay, when you think about it differently, emotion you can relate to it differently. Now you have a different bioelectrical charge, right? As a plasma life form, you are actually highly conducive. So now your vibrational state of being, okay, in that state of homeostasis, is you actually being like, oh yeah, actually, I am safe, I am secure, I am stable, right? I mean, there is no imminent threat or danger. So yeah, light revelation, the light we can thanks to it, we can appreciate thanks to an eclipse. Learning that comes forth through a difficult time, allowing us to go through understanding and transformation. It is the rainbow in the storm, the liberation of the ego, right, that attaches to those events and can identify with that trauma, right? The appreciation of pure beauty that is seen through witnessing an eclipse. Paradoxically, the best time to see and appreciate a solar corona is the moment of reflection during a dark storm. That perfect circular light that the eclipse does not allow seeing in a day with no eclipse. It is hidden and only revealed before our eyes thanks to the eclipse. And with the attraction, this is something that your soul is really calling for, you know? There's something around your soul really calling for you to come back home, like come back home, and it's to yourself. And what is home? You know, it's a feeling of safety. It doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter what is around you, right? It doesn't matter about even the environment that you're in, really. Home is an internal inner still sanctuary that you can retreat to within any time. It's a filter and a lens in which you see yourself and you see the world. Coming back home is your cosmic origins. Coming back home is remembering your light, remembering yourself as being formless. Why would you attach to the illusion of formed experiences? Why? Like, pain and suffering is a choice. It is. And it only exists within the mind. That's crazy, right? And as you reinforce it within the mind, it actually stores within the emotional body, okay? That you're still seated in. But the thing is, you're not your mind. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You're experiencing them through the vessel, but you're not that. I don't remember what I was saying, but this is Mastery over your mind. Becoming greater than your pain. And this is literally about you taking flight and seeing things from a higher level of awareness. This is wisdom. Wisdom that was gained. It's like everything has led you to this point, to the great awakening. Let's read attraction. The attractive force that makes an object, person, situation, pattern move towards another. This is something that's moving towards you. It's coming into awareness for a reason, to be seen. The magnetism it creates is so large that the energy bodies attract each other continuously to find them face to face. This is you being face to face with something that you're going to be able to appreciate. Light. What is light? It's consciousness. What is it? It's truth. I'm hearing it's a higher perspective. This is about the law of attraction. This means that basically this is something that is really in tune. It's in tune with who you is that you are now. It's not that the thing is, again, suffering continues to exist within the mind. So as we spoke about ether, time, and thought are all linked, okay? This is about a different sense that you're tuning into. You will continue suffering through your mind. It's not that the events are continuing to replay, and it's not that anything has actually changed externally. You've changed the way that you see it. You change the way that you think about it. And I'm hearing there's an opportunity for quantum healing. And the funny thing is, as you change your resonance to the past and you see it through the lens of wisdom, which he does, okay, with that owl, when it comes to your journey on Earth, right? Characters that have played parts in the story, events that have been orchestrated, okay, designed to assist you in your evolution, always in benefit for the soul's evolution. I keep losing the stream. You heal yourself, okay? You heal yourself in the present moment. And as you heal yourself, okay, that healing is the integration. It allows you to vibrate with attraction at a high octave, which then aligns you with the future, right? Timelines that are in resonance with this healed version of yourself. You won't keep recycling the same experiences again and again because you're not a resonant match to those experiences. There's an opportunity to heal like a major wound here, whatever it is that has been kind of blocking your magic. It feels like you're reclaiming some kind of magic here. And it feels like the magic is alchemy. You know, alchemy is saying, okay, that's one way to look at it. How can we look at it from a different angle? That's what it is. Okay, that's one way to feel about it. How can we feel about it from a different perspective? Even if this is yourself, right? Maybe you're feeling insecurity rise during this time. Okay, how can we feel about that from a different level? Okay, maybe this insecurity is something that has actually been something that I chose to take on, right? Maybe that's a different perspective. Maybe it's inherited from my ancestral bloodline. And I am the chosen one, because I'm choosing myself in this moment to rise above that. That insecurity stems from feeling unsafe. That feeling of unsafety is a feeling of fear, right? Maybe it's rejection. Maybe it's where you reject yourself. Maybe it's where you're going to be rejected. And this doesn't even have to be, I'm hearing about you, but that extends into everything that you do as you move through this existence. You cannot move light through your body properly. It fractures the way that you, I'm hearing absorb and then also give this light. It becomes distorted. You'll create from a place of insecurity. You'll paint and not allow yourself to just really let it all go. You'll paint from a place of restriction. You'll paint from a place of being perceived. And there's something about trusting the work in progress that is you and your life, and seeing each paint stroke, brush stroke as a masterpiece. It's building towards a masterpiece. And it's you. But yeah, whatever this is, it's very, very interesting here. I keep trying to remember what I said, but I can't, so we just have to keep flowing with it. But yeah, that's the energy, that's the message, actually. Wow, 30 minutes on the timer. That's not even. Okay, let's see what the end result of this is. What's the end result of this? What's the vibrational state? Let's see end result. Stratus pause and time. This talks about universal time and then also a linear perception of time. Stratus pause talks about a necessary point of stillness where time stops. You're being given time. What is time? It's the distance between two events. You're being given time, okay, to create. It literally feels like stillness, to tune in with your timeless essence, to remember yourself as an eternal being, as timeless consciousness that is existing for all of eternity, that's ever present for all of eternity. Okay, this vessel within this page of the book. Okay, let's see. All right, okay, so in this lifetime, hold on, I got all my batteries running low right now. Okay, in this lifetime, I was going to take on insecurity from my ancestral bloodline, and the way to overcome that through the alchemical process would be to be able to feel a feeling of safety in my body, to realize that I'm not that feeling of fear from the ancestral bloodline. Okay, so I'm going to pull forward this one body of consciousness through my own ascension process. Okay, so I have to ascend to higher frameworks of viewing my life on earth, uh, ascend to higher ways of thinking, and that will help me ascend to higher ways of feeling up towards myself, extending more compassion to myself, holding space for myself. Okay, so I'm none of these things, but this is things I'm going to be feeling when it comes to my human experience. I'm going to have to hold space for those emotions. Oh, but then I'm going to have to account for my life being a product of the things I had created from that unconscious wound of being insecure. Okay, and all the times that I would have dimmed my light or reduced myself. So that's something that, okay, that's going to be an ego death moment. Okay, but that's going to help me remember myself. Oh, so this is the point where I could potentially really feel gratitude and appreciation for those experiences. Oh, so it's in experiencing the illusion of limits that I will remember myself as limitless. Oh, okay. But then once I remember myself as limitless, what happens now? Okay, hold on. Oh, snap! Okay, that's the moment where I become the creator of my existence. Oh my gosh, that's the moment where. What now? I do what? This is like the human reading, like the Akashic records, but really it's this interconnected database of all the versions of yourself that have ever existed, will ever exist, and are existing right now. And this is just about you being able to literally attune into the version of yourself that's willing to show up for yourself in ways that you previously weren't able to. And as you do that, you show up for all the past versions of yourself and all those who have come before, all those who had also contracted the way that they move through this existence based off of fear. And this is where the love for the soul's journey becomes greater than it. And that's what today is about. Whatever it is that you're dissolving, that's falling away, that is false, that is unaligned with your soul's initial intentions, okay? And it's not even, I'm hearing just about intention. It's about the purpose of life on earth is to transmute dark to light. It is to begin to look at limits as not necessarily a bad thing. The shadow is a bad thing, or fear is a bad thing. But it's to find the balance in duality, and it's to see the beauty in the contrast, and it's to hold space for the paradox that is you. Fear and the shadow will coexist so that you can see your light. You won't experience limitless, the limitless being that you are, without first experiencing the illusion of limitations. And it feels like there is a huge, really stark contrast that's being revealed to you during this time. It's like you're finding harmony within, and the fear is becoming something that's quieter because you can identify it and hold space for it. But it's a voice that you're no longer choosing to give power to. And I'm hearing that's the moment like you're kind of taking your power back. So this moment of stillness, universal timing, this is a transit point. It's not forever. There is a new bus that's coming and it's taking you down a new direction. You don't have to keep getting on the bus that's familiar. You don't have to keep choosing the things that you were choosing. There is a point of divergence opening up for you, and it's you. So I'm gonna love an Eve right there, right? We have rotation and revolution here at the base too. You know, this is beautiful. It's saying that either something has to change within you, or or you have to like change where you are. Okay, whether that's physically, energetically. I'll go ahead and read it because this is like very important with it being at the base, and then I'm gonna love an Eve right there because we actually have a lot going on today, like a lot. I was gonna do a quick check-in, but this is an important one. Let's see, rotation and revolution. Where is it? What lifetime is this? Sorry, what chapter is this in the book? Let's see. I always have a hard time finding this one because there's only like 1 or 2 R's in the book. Retrograde and revolution. Okay, move from where you are. The action of moving, this could be internal or external, but a shift must take place during this time. If internal, shift your perspective. Allow it to leave its current position. Once you move, especially the position that you've been defending, okay? Once you move the interior, the exterior will change. So no longer seeing life through the lens of the matrix, right? No longer participating in like this separation of like illusion of separation from you and everyone else outside of you. No, being able to see it from the perspective of a higher universal truth, okay? So if it's external, move. Leave the literal place that you're in. Generate a change. Wherever you go, you are there. Where do you want to go? So I'm gonna leave you guys right there. That's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go now. So I will but at the same time, I'm there already. I'm about to experience the linear unfoldment of that though. So I'll speak to you guys very, very soon. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. And also check out Auto Spirit if you guys are looking for some high quality AAA grade jewelry. They also have an Eclipse like, oh, how do I say it? Like Eclipse packs that you're able to choose from. They have zodiac collections, they have chakra collections, they also have Eclipse combinations that you're able to work with during this beautiful season. So definitely check those out as well. I'm using lapis lazuli, rainbow moonstone, which is the top one, and then also moonstone, and $1 of the proceeds are donated towards otter sanctuary, so you guys can see the cute otter there. But yeah, I'll speak to you very, very soon. Until next time, my battery is gonna die. Bye.